At this point in my life, it's convenient for me to date a married man. Very convenient.
So there you have it. Now, first of all, I welcome back to my channel. I'm your very host, Girltalker, and just in case you're wondering who she is, her name is Ajie Fortune Reuben, and on Instagram she's known as Girltalker. She is an influencer, and now I know you'll be wondering, like, what else has this influencer got to do in our society other than just come out to, embarrass and say things that will make people look like, where did this one come from? Because you saying something like this.
At this point in my life, it's convenient for me to date a married man. Very convenient. I don't think I'm destroying anybody's home because their husband is my supposed boyfriend. That's not my business.
Now, I've been wondering ever since I listened to that podcast. Yeah, I've not gotten the full clip, right? From the Honest Bunch podcast. That's where they'll be hosting the full podcast. It'll be coming up on Monday, 6 p.m. Please do it to watch that podcast. Do it to watch it so you get a full picture. I myself, I will try to watch it to see everything, and I've tried to make sense from everything she has said. And every time I try to make sense, I still end up not making any sense. For me, I'm trying not to judge her, but I'm judging her honestly because, from what we've seen already, right? I'm just like, what other nonsense would this girl be saying at the end of the day? And the funny thing about the whole of this thing is that your nonsense might actually be a very sensible thing for other people. So it might not necessarily be a nonsense at the end of the day, but I will do it to watch it, and I just want to see how it's going to turn out. Like, I want to hear her story. I want to see how she got to this point where dating or going for married men is actually her own cat. One would think that if you're a married man with your ring, that's like a no-go area, but for this lady, it is a come-come. It is a yes for her. Now, I try to say, okay, now maybe the men are actually, the married men are actually the one to be blamed at the end of the day, but now, you who have positioned yourself that any married man who comes to you, you can be held responsible. Now, yes, you can be held responsible, but when you accept to follow that man knowing he's married, now you should be held responsible. And now there was something she said that really got me thinking now. She said something. She said that she actually even goes for married men.
Once the man is married,
Yes.
he should be out of bounds.
For who?
How is it your
Life
fault?
is preference, right? I like to date married men. You cannot date married men. Let me do what works for me.
So sometime last year, there was a massive release of nudes online. So many persons had their nudes leaked. So many persons that had their nudes exposed, right? So somebody told her that perhaps it's like we're seeing your nude, and then she went on live, and then she said something. She said that her nude is not going to just be like any other nude. It's going to be a classic one. Is this something for you to be proud of? Now, hear her for yourself.
So I've been getting a lot of DMs, tags of a sex tape that is up online. My people, let me tell you guys something. There are certain, and I actually went to view the video. There are certain beds that you cannot catch me lying on. If the bedsheet is not white, cream, nude, and no go fit there on top, it's not me. I'm not just the people that I want to just do because they want to do. I have to do it in a very comfortable place. If the bedsheet is not white, if the pillows are not soft, if the duvet is not supple, a girl isn't getting laid. Look at me now. Look at me. You want to sleep with me for ratchet place based on what? Hello. Escobar me. You can't sleep with me like it's not me. When I look the bedsheet, I bust laugh. I say me. Those are they wear bonnet. How is that me? Yeah, or that video on X or Twitter isn't me. So please, not me. If it's my video, now, on I go put the tell me make I send account number so and I go send me money for the good things when I take on an ITC.
So after all this, right? After all this, with everything you're saying right now, right? I'm left with just one question. Where did you come from? And I know many persons who want to say things like parent, but sincerely, right, I honestly feel like some parents actually did their homework, but some children are just out there to ridicule the name of their parents at the end of the day, right? So I'm not trying to speak for the parent though. I don't know the parent from anywhere. I don't know how she was raised and everything, but I just want to believe that no parent will be proud to hear their daughter come on air and talk something like this. Another thing I would like to say is, like, this generation is one which I honestly wish that we can keep our shame. At least let's embrace our shame, not letting it out. That's what I mean. Like, these days nobody even cares about anything. They just go on air and then they say anything. There is no more shame in our today's society. And the bad thing is that everyone now has access to social media, and you are not only your children's parent right now. There are other parents that are parenting your children behind you, which you do not even know. These are people that now society give deals, and so they are always on our faces, and now children grow up to become people like this. Now, is this the kind of role model you want your child to follow? If no, then I think you have a whole lot of work to do by paying enough time with your kids. But like I said before, this is not me trying to judge her or anything, but I just, from what she has said, right, I'm just speaking from what she has said to like analyze what is going on. Like, how many persons will be proud to have their daughters come out and then say things like this? This podcast thing, like, it seems like it's getting more and more dubious by the day. Today we hear something nice, the next day is, oh my God. Yeah, so she was hosted by the Honest Bunch podcast, which is hosted by Nedu, Husband Material, Datiko, and Zini Posh. Yeah, very amazing people. And I will say it again, please do well to watch the full podcast. It will go on 6 p.m. on Monday. Well, that will be that for now. Until I come here next, I remain your very host, Josh Talk It. And to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. You guys are the real MVPs. See you.